Today is the day, the big championship decider, the day most of us but mainly the DTM fans were waiting for. Good evening everyone. Behind the microphone Miklos Gal once again. The location is the Temple of the Speed Monza. We are having a criteria list for the drivers which will tell us what they need to do to become a champion. Three drivers are fighting for the title, but everyone knows that for a while now. Here is the criteria what I've been talking about recently or just a little later as Flo gonna show it to us. And yes, here's the criteria. So I know, guys, everyone can read here, hopefully, but I will tell it either way because yeah. So let's start with the first place, who is Balin Saga. Uh, no matter what happens, if he finishes in P2, he wins the title, which looking at the qualifying gonna be really, really difficult. Um, so yes, from behind, I don't know how much chance he have. If he finish fourth, he needs Mochu to finish second or lower to win the title. I think this has a little sense. This has the most chance to happen if we compare this with the first one, because Mochu is starting from P4 if I remember correctly. Uh, so yes, Saga must charge through the field and get that P4 at least. If he finishes sixth, he needs Mochu to finish third or lower to win the title. This is a logical one actually as well. The fourth is if he finishes eighth, he needs Mocho to finish fifth or lower to win the title, and if he doesn't score, he needs Mocho to finish sixth or lower, and he will finish second or lower to win the title. The fifth one is getting a little difficult, and excuse me for a moment. Sorry, I'm back right away. So talking about Michael Mocho, if he finishes first, he needs Soga to finish third or lower to win the title. If he finishes second, he needs Soga to finish fifth or lower to win the title. If he finishes third, he needs to Soga to finish seventh or over. Uh, Fourth place then Soga eight exactly. Uh, and if he finishes fifth, he needs Soga not to score anything. And there is Ibobo with only one criteria. He's so like he's so lonely in that way because if you finish first in Instagram not to score and Mocho to finish P6 or lower, Ibobo is so lonely with that one criteria while the others are having the five other ones. But yeah, let's not talk about too much about these whole stuffs. Let's talk about something else, which means first of all, I would like to thank the opportunity to Florian and the chance that I can commentate now. And not only now, but in the last 4 or 5 races, because as we as we went through a lot, I am glad I could try out myself as a GP4 commentator. Basically, with my first commentary, we started this whole live commentary stuff, which became popular among you guys. And I was just reading something in the chat. So thank you for Florian, and I'm glad he gave me a chance and the opportunity to commentate here. So far, I don't know what will happen. So far, I'm not sure if I can commentate from next season. I would like to give you guys a commentary where I can speak a lot and I can speak well and continuously and not messing up the sentences and I'm talking understandably. This is my goal for today, and I hope I won't fail. I am waiting for something at the moment, and unfortunately, I can't start the whole thing until Florian is not doing something I need, and thank you for that. Joel Hutter is starting from pole position. this is his first pole at the last race. He did really well because he jumped up to first place from 22nd, which is a really good result, and I kind of respect him and congratulate him for that amazing pole. Rancians coming at second place. We could got used to for these kind of qualification results from Jans. From Jans, I mean. Jack Boyman coming at third place, which is also a big surprise for me because Boyman is not really scoring good points on the race, no good positions on the qualifying. This change, he's starting from P3. Michael Macho coming at P4, the guy who is one of the championship contenders, and he has the biggest chance to finish at the first half of the field. He just needs to avoid the action. He shouldn't throw the car away and hope the car will survive. On the third row, Savi Perez and Daniel Adventure comes at fifth and sixth. They're also a surprise for me. Some of the drivers are usually backmarkers are now at the front of the grid. Adam Watts and Fernando Firo at the fourth row, 7 and 8. Lorenzo Tomaselli and Ronald Mutjan are closing the top 10 and 9 and 10 place. Zachary Fitzwater and Ben Savardiga comes at 11 and 12. David Kupok and Jorge Carinti 13 and 14. Adam Serman 15. Balin Soga, the guy who is leading the championship by 3 points, is coming at 16th place. Victory Bobo, who is the third of the championship and also have a little chance to win, but not too much, is 17. Felix Dontag 18. Annie Paraki and Chuck McCarthy come at 19 and 20th. Then Andy Higgs and Thomas Bennett is closing the row and closing the whole field at 21 and 22nd place. We're gonna have a little rain at the beginning, and not only a little because that's one thing. It will be raining. The sky gonna be heavily cloudy, and it's not a simple shower. That's a medium strength rain. So usually what I wished for, usually what I wanted to get a rain, we're gonna have it at the last round at Monza, the most important round of the whole series. So yes, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna give the race some really cool excitement. And now let's start the race soon. I just have to set something in. And yes, it's gonna be mixed conditions, so not only luck, but only skill. But not only luck, but also skill is gonna be needed to drive the car around the track. We will see. We will see how the last race gonna go and who gonna win the championship. I am reading the chat as well, so if there is anything you guys want to ask from me, you can do it. But now, as the track is loading, as we are getting more and more hyped and getting ready for the whole race, and now here we can see the rain, here we can see the drivers, the wet surface, the 50 laps what the drivers must negotiate through Hutter and Jans at the first two places. And for the last time this year, the lights are out and away we go. Let's see who's got the best start. Joe Hatter got a pretty okay start, but seems like Jans is taking a pretty good start as well. And Jans gonna take the lead before the first corner, like Michael Mucho is going in the inside, going back, staying in the middle. And Natasha Van, the Red Bull car is going to Sai Perez, and Sai Perez is an amazing overtake. And Sai Perez is coming back to P4 from P1. He's taking the lead of the race as the guys are basically getting a clear getaway, even though some cars are stopping at the chicane because they are creating a huge traffic jam, and this makes him unable to go. Cypress is leading the race, but yes, Hans is getting attacked by Joe Hatter. Joe Hatter takes the inside line, maybe we'll be able to overtake Hans, getting in second place. I'm not sure if he continued the track. Mo Chan is defending from Zachary Fitzwater. The second chicken, we are here, and nothing, no problem happening so far. Perez made an amazing overtake from P4 to P1. That's a clean start for the race so far, and Perez will go on a one-stop. Hatter is second, and we will see the start of Xavi Perez. Xavi Perez was actually fifth, not fourth. I messed it up. So the guys are going. Perez is getting not the best start. Michael Mocho got the best start after all. Boyman must go slower. This is why Perez can take P4, then going in the inside line and can break way, can break the furthest than the others. and with that late break point, getting outside from Mocho, going to the inside, and at that pretty late break point, he can take the lead, nearly hitting Joel Hutter's car. You can call it not lucky because if he hit it, then they are both getting outside from the race. And this is the way Joel Hutter went to the inside for Rens Jans, and Jans couldn't do anything but give up the second place. And Hutter made the corner. I wasn't sure if he's gonna make the corner or cut the chicane. And Victory Bobo from P17 just found himself at the back of the grid. He had a pretty bad start. Then, because of the cars, he had to slow down. And wow, they're basically stopping on the track. It wasn't an easy traffic jam. They literally stopped on the track and found himself at the back of the grid completely. Now Mocho is attacking Jans. Jans already lost 2 positions, and now he might lose another position compared to Mocho, who is the championship contender. Mocho is taking P3 without any problems. This is what he needs if he wants to win the championship title, because Soga is pretty far behind. Every kind of drivers that had to overtake each other, every kind of car, are trying to make it. There is a contact. There is Sermon. There is Soga. Soga, the guy who wants to win the championship, are only 21st. And Sermon is reversing back to the track. Let's see what happened here. Sermon is coming. And Sermon just hitting Soga out from the track. And this is Sermon's fault. Sermon is pushing him out. Basically, there is no chance here to avoid that. On the wet surface, even if they have wet tires on, it's not possible to avoid that. Fortunately, Soga has no damage, nor Sermon, so they both can come back to the track and continue the race. Even though there are no real wrecks, already 3 drivers lost several positions. In the midfield, they are killing each other for the positions, and there was 3 wide for a second between some of the cars. That's Tomaselli, while Perez is taking the fastest. Tomaselli tried to make a move, as McCarthy is getting attacked by Carinti, I think, but I'm not fully sure about that. Mochan, Adventure, Boyman, and everyone basically, I can't even tell who is overtaking who. One thing is for sure, Tomaselli is overtaking Qpok. Parinki overtakes Bennett. Higgs is down from the track. Higgs is spin around. This is a free position for Soga. He's back at P20. He's slowly back at the position where he started from. Somebody pushed McCarthy off the track from P14. It was maybe Andy Higgs. Yes, Higgs is pushing him slightly, then pushing him again, and this push was too much for the car and too much for the tires. The grip couldn't hold the car. Mainly the surface is pretty wet and pretty slippery. Aside that, not in a dry asphalt could he hold that. The guy should calm down a little bit, because the rain will fall for a good 30 minutes more. So they must stay on these tires. At the end they might pit and fit slick tires on, which will definitely help them if they want to find the grip. But Perez is going slower now. Compared to the first lap where he was flying and we thought he gonna build up a huge gap and a huge advantage, he's getting, as Mochan is going into Waldinger, and the 2 Hungarians are colliding, and both of the Hungarian drivers are at the gravel trap. And as I saw the field, as I saw how close they are, Soga is coming up once again to 3 positions. He's up to P18. And this is what I was talking about. They have to wait, and now both of the Hungarian drivers are out temporarily of the race. Now Waldinger can come back once again. I didn't quite see who had the fastest lap, because the screen is a little pixelated. But now let's see. Mochan is coming. Mochan from first the outside, then the inside. Then Waldinger is moving across and closing the line, and there is no way Mochan can stop. Either way, if Waldinger is not closing the line, I'm not sure if they would have stopped. But there was an overtake on the yellow flag, and I think that was Thomas Bennett, who was overtook Jorge Carinti on the yellows. And yes, there is a 5-second penalty goes for Thomas Bennett for sure. That means 5 seconds, that means Soga basically improved another position, only on paper so far. Now Joel Hutter Joao Hatter next to Sai Perez, and Joao Hatter seems like going to take the lead in the inside line. And yes, both of them are going quite slowly. Joao Hatter took back his lead, his pole position. It was Hatter's fastest lap. Fitzwater next to Kupok. Fitzwater with another clean overtake. Then the Playboy car Barin Solga comes to P17 now, already improved 2 positions, even though he was got spotted out from the track by I don't quite remember who, but okay, my memory is a bit short, just like my legs, which is a lie because I have quite long legs. But let's not talk about that because it's like BS. Let's talk about Michael Mocho now, because Michael Mocho, the legend here, as they call, is gonna attack Sai Perez for P2, going in the inside line, and this is a crucial move because of the championship. Michael Macho taking P2, in that way scoring 8 points if he finishing the race like that. David Kupok for P9, not for the points yet, he had to... Oh, Tomaselli nearly got out of the track. He had to improve once more. That was Bennett, and here comes Mutyan. So after a Hutter took back his lead, even if he lost it in the first lap. Fitzwater losing another position compared to Higgs. Tomaselli overtaking Bennett. Likewise, Soga is overtaking also. He's up to P16. Right behind Thomas Bennett. And he have double split stream at the moment, which will really help him in the straight. Wolf for P7. That's not a question. There are no problems. The problems are starting there. So comes at P16. Bennett is doing an overtake. Ibobo is overtaking Soga, so he's losing a position. Going back to 17, while Bennett improved back to P14, I think. Yes. Fitzwater, by currently Fitzwater is losing the positions quite much. In the last half lap, he lost 3 positions, which is a little bit more than I think, than I thought, than I hoped, than everything. McCarthy is back at P19. I could say the place where he belonged to, but I would be so rude if I was saying that. But the problem is McCarthy usually is outside of the points and finishing in those positions. No wonder he's in the last. He's the last in the championship. Kupok next to Firo. Kupok is scoring points now. Zontag. Ibobo P15 now. Tomaselli losing quite a bit momentum because of the overtake of Ibobo. Now Soga is having the chance, he's having the split stream. Kupok over to Perez, as I said before, he's scoring points. Soga is outside of the split stream, that means he must be next to him, and P16 now, Tomaselli's overtake is done. There's quite a lot of overtaking happening in the track at the moment. The speed stream is really strong at the track, and the average speed and the top speed is also. Higgs for P9, Fitzwater for P12, and there is Parikhi overtaking Tomaselli. Yes, it was a bit close to Soga. Fortunately, there were no problems. As you can see, all the cars are raining down the straight, and as it's raining continuously, Bennett with a big speed difference might get P13, but he's attacking a really sharp angle, and he can't make the move. These sharp angle attacks are really dangerous, mainly in the wet. They might not end well if the drivers are not aware. Mochu and Perez are holding each other at the front of the field, just having a bit more pace. Yes, so far, oh, Bennett again. I nearly confused Bennett and Mutyan at the beginning of the race, but now I can tell which one is which because Mutyan just spun around, so he can't fight for these positions. Okay, Adventure. Adventure is on Perez. Adventure seems to have a pretty good pace. And will overtake Michael Mocho, 133 I mean. And Perez is done the overtake. But Perez is attacking back, I meant Adventure. Perez is attacking back to Adventure and taking back P3 with a beautiful switchback. Now the Q-Pox at the fastest lap. It's a shame that they don't get any points for fastest laps. With that, we could make the championship even more interesting. Soga next to Ibobo. Tried to overtake Ibobo and he succeeded. He wanted to go further and overtake his other rival, the German man. I don't know the name at the moment. Yes, Zonta, yes. I kind of forgot the color of his car. So far, Hicks has no chance. 33-2 for Waldinger as the fastest lap. Ivobo has no chance at the moment for the championship. He had around 10% either way before the weekend started. So there is no big surprise. Adventure is really on Perez. He's faster than him. It was a close overtake. And now we are waiting for something to happen. In this wet surface with the rain, anything can happen. I'm just saying it. Oh, Soga for P14. Soga with Zontag. Zontag is defending his position. He can't do anything. It was close once again. The Sharp and Gar attacks are really scary. I will show you later why. Here comes Bennett, trying to overtake Fitzwater. Now Tomaselli gaining one. Parik is also not having a good pace at the moment. Adventure. Another overtake in the back. That must be Bennett and Fitzwater. Exactly, Bennett in the inside line, doing the overtake without any problems. Oh, two cars, Pariki and Tomaselli, exactly. I saw like if they touched at the breaking point, but I am not sure. But they managed to stop. Parik is in the east side, getting forced completely, and no, they didn't touch, fortunately. I would have been pretty surprised if they get away with that, if they touch. Adventure is on Perez. He want to push him off the track, where not literally, just Adventure want himself that P4. Even though Adventure already won a race back at Brno. Aside that win, he didn't have any podiums, and now Adventure is still defending. I mean, overtaking Perez. Sorry, I just switched off from the monitor and I missed it. So Adventure is up to P4. He might have another podium, the second in this season. Mocho is holding grounds, holding his difference compared to Joa Hutter. Boyman, who started from P3, fall back. But as I see, he won't stay at P6 for too much. He might overtake here, attacking in the inside and getting forced by a little, getting forced by Jans. They both stop. There is no problem about that either. Soga again. Soga overtakes Felix Zontak. Soga is 14th. He's having a good pace. Paraki overtakes Tomaselli. So they overtaking each other back and forth. It seems like, of course, so far Michael Mocho is the champion without any question. Sermon's in the inside, not leaving too much space, and no, he can't. It's not possible. Sermon was attacking Tomasai. Tomasai didn't leave in too much space. They nearly touched, nearly bumped into each other. So far the situation looks like Mocho is winning the championship, but we have 43 laps remaining, and if we are lucky, we can see a drying up track. And I love the way how everyone calls Balint as Baliant. It's a new meme, I think. So far, this is a good race for a season finale. Because it's raining, because it's Monza, because already so many overtaking happened. And Soga is getting faster than Fitzwater as well. Sarman, easy. So this race is perfect for a good finale. We will see how it will go in the next ones. Let's see Bobo maybe? Exactly. Zontag fell back 2 positions in the last 2 laps. I mean, it's not a big surprise. Like, Zontag didn't have 2 good results either, aside the win of Canada. And maybe not only the win of Canada, because at Brno he got P3. So I can't say he's always having bad results, but so far... Oh, Zontag! for a moment I thought he gonna push Ibobo off the track, but it didn't happen. So the sign-ups. What do you think, guys? Oops, Wolf? Wolf on Boyman. This should be easy for Wolf. And yes, it's easy. So what do you think, guys, about the sign-ups? What do you think Franco Lopez got Force India? I would like to ask your opinion about that. Because I'm curious about people's opinion, I'm always... Oh, Boyman and Qpok! Boyman don't want Qpok to overtake him that much. Even though he already lost the position. Soga for P3. P3? He wish. P13. Qpok once again. It will be harder to Soga once he's getting upwards in the field. Once he starts to improving his position, it will be more and more difficult. Sarman does it. Sontag is now P18 now. He is the slowest at the pack. At the moment, maybe after the first pit stop. This will improve. The big question is, what will happen with Soga, what will happen with Ibobo, because so far... Oh, Tomaselli. And usually Zontag is forcing Tomaselli, but of course they can't do anything. The squeezing and forcing won't end too well, I think, so... They are doing it for fun, they are doing it for defend, it's so much fun and all, but... After a while, it will be too much, and once there will be a crash about it. The question is between who? Between the championship contenders, between 2 normal racers. Carinti for P19. Carinti forcing Thomas a little to the gravel trap. And here comes Qpok, our German boy. And Wolf, and not only Wolf, wow! That's a 3 wide at the start finish straight. That's a 3 wide, and on the left side is Stan Sans, and Qpok is in the inside. In the middle, that's Adam Wolf. Qpok is overtaking both of them. That was a beautiful move. Just used the double split stream. He had a little speed advantage compared to those two, and he even pushed the brake very little. But here, in the inside line, he's having more grip. He's doing a beautiful braking point because the inside does not have that much grip. It's not an ideal line, and I mean, if it's not on the ideal, it has way more grip. The ideal line is usually more slippery, and that's what Qpok used. And with that beautiful overtake, he just got P5. And wow, I'm impressed now. I'm quite impressed. And excuse me if I stay quiet for a second or I forgot what to say because my mouth hurts a little, so sometimes I don't know what to say or how to say it. Oh, Boyman with a huge speed difference next to Jans. Boyman is holding in the inside, Jans is in the outside, but Boyman is doing it. And another beautiful overtaking. It's not a surprise, Boyman was the part of the Formula 1 top tier back at 26, 27, 28 and 29. He has some skills which he can show here at the DTM. even though he's out of the title contention and he's not having such great results. With the overtake, he can't tell to the others, and Needless revive once again. Boyman is defending against Jans, and Jans is defending against Andy Higgs, and Higgs can't make the move. Nor Jans. Ibobo once again, the third championship contender, only P15, and Fitzwater going off the track completely. That was Fitzwater's fault. He ran himself off the track without any help. He did it himself, and he will go back to the last place most likely. So Ibobo came. Ibobo is in the inside. Fitzwater is getting a bit scared, going to the outside line. He losing the grip and outside of the travel. So yes, there wasn't something which was Ibobo's fault. Now Sermon with a good overtake. Behind Ibobo, the life is lightening up quite much. Mocho can't do anything with Hutter. Solga can't come upper, can't improve. Sermon getting forced. Let's see, Sermon is forcing his way through. Yes, he does, but Ibobo won't let him do that. And he nearly got attacked by Sermon. Oh, Higgs forcing his way through. Yes, he's closing the line. They love these kind of overtakes, I say. Oh, finally Zontag is improving something. Zontag is P16 now, after he just went back in the field. Just walked back because he didn't have the pace now. Maybe he found it now, who knows. So far I'm looking for 5 people who will start a battle with each other. Those 5 people who I think will change the whole race once they are in action. And without any problems, overtakings are happening. Higgs for the points. Higgs and Jans for the points. Jans is holding Rani outside. Higgs is in the inside. Higgs should be a better line now, but not bad. It's side by side. Side by side, the start finish straight. And if Higgs is having a little advantage in speed and already having the advantage of the inside line, he just had to break a little later than Jans, but he can't make that late overtake, and Jans is holding P8 for the third lap now. This might help Solga for improving position. Sermon P14 now. Ibobo got overtaken once again. We can slowly say Ibobo is losing all of his chances to win the title. Bennett is switching back, and Bennett is from the inside doing a beautiful overtake. And this is how you guys doing it. This is how you overtake from the inside. And because of these battles, Solga is coming up. Solga is about to overtake Firo, and I don't know what happened. And Solga couldn't overtake Firo. And it was Carinti. Their cars are so similar, I couldn't tell. He's for the points again. Yes, and now Solga is attacking Carinti while Higgs is getting into the points. Solga next to Carinti, and now Carinti overtook Firo. Carinti had the speed stream, so there was no chance. Solga is losing momentum, so Carinti is overtaking Firo. Oh, Perez. I thought he ran out of the track, but he just got overtaken by David Kupok once again. Kupok is having some impressive pace in this race. And yes, I thought Perez is going off track, but he might have the slipstream. The slipstream is very strong here, but seems like he's not getting it too much. No, he's not getting it, it won't be enough. Perez is staying. Now Bennett. Jans is losing another position. The guy who started from second place is now outside of the points completely. It's interesting to see that. And there will be a battle between Carinti and Firo for sure. Now Mocho found a little pace. Mocho is attacking Joe Hutter. Only 6 tenths behind him. After these 6 tenths, the slipstream is working quite clean. And yes, so far, there's nothing happened. Tomaselli and Motyan, and not Motyan, I mean Zontag, both of them are spinning around. This is what I was talking about. Once this collision will happen, once they are squeezing each other close to the side of the track. And I told you guys, the question was if it happens between two normal drivers or two championship contenders. If it was two normal drivers, Tomaselli is out from the race. He's saying goodbye for 2015 series with the DNF. So here comes Tomaselli switching to the inside. He can't stop. Zontag is braking sooner than he thought. He hit in the back of Zontag and both of them are spinning around. And as Tomaselli tried to come back, he's hitting the wall and his chances completely to finish this race. Here he comes back, he's just staying in the car against the wall. I think he did it on purpose, like he didn't really have any chances to score a point after how much he went backwards. Tomaselli is saying goodbye for 2015 with a DNF. Zontag is continuing his race. Ibobo is in split stream now. Ibobo is on Hutter completely, only 4 tenths. Adventure is getting the fastest lap by 31.9. Now Cupok with a 31.7. What can Michael Mocho do with Joa Hutter? Mocho must win if he wants his chances, if he wants to keep his chances alive. He's completely on him now. Sermon with a 31.7 again. At the moment we can call Mocho a 2-time champion. Wolf next to Perez. Wolf is overtaking him for P5 and let's see if he can do the corner. Yes he can. Of course he can. He can use the brake pedal well. And because Adventure had the fastest lap, he's going quite fast behind Mocho, but Mocho is now in the split stream. Mocho will move to the inside now. And Hutter is not defending the inside line quite enough, so Mocho is taking the lead of the last race, and now Mocho is having all the chances to win this championship. Mocho is scoring 10 points at the moment, but let's not say that so far because Joa Hutter might be in split stream as well, and we know that the split stream is quite strong, and this is what we can see because Hutter is coming back. I exactly know that at the moment Mocho is in the championship. Hutter is attacking back and Hutter's teammate gonna come out for the pits. Hutter is taking the lead, but now Mocho is faster and Mocho might hold the position around the outside, and he does because the ideal line is more clear, more dry, and if it's drier then it has a faster speed. Cupok is in the pits and not only Cupok comes but some other drivers. Let's see the tire what he gets. Most probably, wait, slicks? He's getting slick tires already? Barricade is 31.5. He's getting slick tires, how is this possible? It's still raining. Soga. And he's getting the slick tires as well. And this is another big thing, but Soga is getting held up. Soga is getting held up by quite a lot. Wow. And again, okay, he comes out. Soga got held up once again, so he must have an extraordinary pace now. Yeah, so far, Mocho, Hutter, Adventure, and the top 10 is going basically on the wet tires, while the back of the field going with the medal. It's Spa 2.0 indeed. Wow, Hutter is in the pits, and both Hutter and both Mocho gonna pit now. Let's see who gonna take the lead in this race now. Hutter must stay behind Mocho, and Adventure can't come. Adventure must go another lap. Let's see if that will be profitable for Adventure. Mocho is coming out to the pits. And Hutter's pit box is in front of Mocho, so most likely he will jump him. Let's see how the two teams are working. Mocho is getting off, and Mocho is getting off sooner, and Mocho is holding the lead, and Hutter is coming back. Hutter's team was working way slower than Mocho's, and this is the way Mocho can keep. He got the slick tires as well as everyone else. Usually in GP4, when there are two teams behind each other, then usually the second driver who is behind gonna take the lead. Sermon is nearly colliding with one of the... That was Ibobo, he's nearly colliding with Ibobo. The whole field is in the pits now for dry tires. If I can't see, the truck would dry. Bennett is making a move. He's coming back from the pits. He's nearly hitting the back of the Red Bull car. Soga is P14 now. He's coming back, and now it's Sermon, and Soga might force his way through for P13, but no, he can't. He's staying there as Iwobo is making an overtake. Soga didn't win and didn't lose anything in this pit box, pit stop thingy. Now Adventure. And there is the dry line. There is the dry line. And this is the reason why the drivers have pitted. Adventure. Let's see Adventure. It's more important than the others, I think. Because Adventure in the pits, and if he's getting held up, then... But can we look at... Guys, hello, I wanna look at Adventure. I know it's cute and all. Okay, finally. Adventure 5.6, that's a good stop, that's a fast stop. Where he come out? In front of or behind Mocho, now he's in the throttle, and with that he might come back in front of Mocho, but they're going with a huge speed, and Mocho have to brake, and Adventure is keeping the lead, but then Mocho and Hatter are both attacking them, and Mocho is in the inside, Hatter nearly hits him, Mocho is in the inside, can't take the overtake, Hatter is staying at P4, and Adventure is keeping his first place. This is what he needed. This little busy pit lane was giving Adventure the time and giving Adventure the momentum to jump both of them and get P1. Hatter was nearly hitting Mocho and Mocho was nearly hitting Adventure. That was really close. And yeah guys, if you want me to pronounce the driver's name, then tell me how you pronounce it and I will try to copy it. Jans? Adventure was in the pit, so that's a bad sign, it's not real. Waldinger, P18 maybe, on the dry tires, on the wet spot, no he can't, or he can, no. McCarthy is holding, but also Waldinger, but no McCarthy. Oh, another yellow flag. That's Perez, that's Perez! The guy who was actually P2 and led the race. Now spin out, oh my god, Bennett! He spun Perez out completely, he gave him no chance. But let's just say Perez was close in line in front of him. But also, Bennett wasn't next to him. So it's Bennett's fault that he won those because he wasn't next to him. And apologize for a moment guys while Adam Wolf is overtaking. And I can't believe something happened while I was away because I had to go away and Q-Pok now. And it's Wolf, Q-Pok and Wolf are out. I can't believe they are doing that while I'm away. What did they do again? So Wolf, it's a P4, they throw a P4 and they just both collided. Wolf left him space, but also, no, it's Wolf. Wolf just understood into Q-Pok. Q-Pok had the position and Q-Pok left the space for him, but Wolf just couldn't do anything. It's a joke from him. In that way, everyone will get plus positions. They throw away a P4 with the stupid move. It's a shame for them. Because the track is drying up already. And they are standing so much that I don't think there is a chance for them to get back to the points. Jans is going behind Bennett. With the slit tires it's impossible to brake on the wet spot. Q-Pok turns his car back. No chance. I can't believe how they threw away. And Adventure is having a better pace than Mocho and Hatter. That's also impressive and surprising at the same time. Adventure, as I mentioned before, he had a win at Brno. He didn't finish at podium ever since then. If he's driving well without mistakes and the car is reliable enough, then he can close his 2015 season with 2 podiums. There's a long way to go, so we shouldn't just judge anyone or just predict different things. Yes, and Average is scoring the fastest laps again, 1:22, and in that way, Mocho and Hutter are falling back. Mochen over to Kibobo for P13, by the way. Just a little side information. This is where it becomes interesting because these cars on the dry can go really fast. And I think the team set the 1-1 wings for this track after the dry qualifying. And after, because of the park Fermi rules, he had to. And now the racers who set the car to rain can hit their heads to the wall because their car gonna be slow now. Soga is P11. Soga somehow must score, well, 3 points less than Mocho. So for example, if Mocho wins, Soga must score 7 points, which is impossible basically because there is no 7 points. At the moment, he is Akamocho scoring 8 points. So Soga, yes, that means, just let me count a little bit. Yes, so Soga is leading, I thought Mocho is leading, so Soga is leading the all-time championship. That means if Soga comes at P4 and Mocho at P2, that means Soga is winning the championship because he has more wins, and the wins are counting more. Oh, Firo just went a little wide. So if Mocho is finishing the race at P3, Soga must finish at P6. That's the deal now. If the points are equals, then Soga is having the advantage. So Soga must find his pace pretty fast if he doesn't want to lose the championship, which came him up in an interesting and surprising way. So far, it's not seems like Mocho can win the race, Wolf with the 127, because Adventure is keep his lead and make his lead bigger. Oh, Waldinger is in the inside of McCarthy. Likewise Fitzwater. Poor Perez. Oh! Fitzwater is cutting the chicane. What happened here? So Fitzwater attacked Perez and he couldn't stop. He just couldn't stop the car and he had to cut to chicane. He gave the position back to Perez, so there won't be a penalty for that. And not only gave back, but lost some seconds, 1-2 seconds compared to him, so that was completely fair. Oh, Adventure, 26.5. Adventure is flying. He's really good at the dry period of the track. Oh, McCarthy! McCarthy can't make the corner! And spinning back at the ideal line, but fortunately nobody is hitting him. But he's stopping at a beautiful pace now and some of the drivers have to avoid him. Well, this is what happens when you try to brake with slick tires on the wet spot, basically. Like, he had no chance to stop. But he did well that when he came back to the track, he kept pushing the throttle, so he didn't stop at the ideal line. Oh, no, Fitzwater, not yet. You can have some cookies, Mocho, once you've won the championship. Not now, you have to drive. I'm kinda ashamed of myself because my commentary is not the top. And I feel ashamed because that spite was so good and now it's so bad. Fitzwater, still no. I noticed it. No worries, I noticed it. Again, you will try to break with the stick tires on the west bottom? Okay, let's see. Fitzwater again, and now doing a legit overtaking on Sami Perez. Now we can't penalize him, only, oh, adventure, another fastest lap, okay, go faster, that's completely okay, win this race, do anything you want. Carinti comes, Carinti goes, Carinti does not score any points yet. And once you guys tell me how to pronounce Carinti's name well, then I am looking forward for it. Just, you know. Another fastest lap now. That's cool. Whoops, 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 whoops. He's trying, he's not giving up. Saga is only P12. His pace is dropping down. Yellow flag. Oh, Waldinger! Waldinger is out of the race. Waldinger crashed the car at the last corner. It was Annie Paraki, 121.4. And yes, basically just pushed too much throttle too early and against the wall. Wow. It was a usual mistake. Just went on the wet spot with the slick tires. And yeah, got off the track and boom, into the wall. Caranti, okay. They say it's Caranti. It's easy. Perez? Oh, Perez nearly hitting the tire. It was luck. Yes, it was a close, but this is not Formula 1 or GP2. Those wide tires are not causing too much damage to the front of the car. Unless certain situations. Sometimes they do, sometimes they not. I know. Another fastest lap. They couldn't quite catch. You know, I can say out your name Caranti. It's not hard. Just after I got used to Carinti so much, then nobody told me. It's pretty hard like that. We can see Hutter. Now Zontag. Zontag, the one who is cruising. And yes, from onboard it seems way faster than from the outside. Oh, because he is in a split screen behind Perez. Oh, okay. But we can't. You know, slick tires on wet track is not the best what you can do. Exactly, Soga, you can learn names with me. Caranti. Easy. It's not that difficult. Zontag still not. Adventure. Adventure is doing all his fastest laps like it's not. Oh, Higgs out of the track. Andy Higgs. Andy Higgs, did he crash the car? No. Whew, he didn't crash the car, but this cost a position. Andy Higgs basically just went off the track. Uh, and he didn't crash the car. He's so lucky. He's so lucky that he didn't do that. But this cost the position. Parik is coming. And will overtake him with the momentum, with the speed stream, with the speed difference. Or will he? No. Dry tires are not working. No, dry tires are not working on the outside, but he's going a little wide, and because of that, Paraki, the guy who is not showing too much overtaking, usually does the overtake. Oh, Perez attacking Zontag back, and there is McCarthy and Wolf. Wolf is next to McCarthy, overtaking him. Yeah, the Irishman is falling back slowly, step by step. He can hope if he stays in the DTM for next season, he can hope he will finish a better season. But wait, I mean, Jack Boyman is faster than... Oh, Hutter. Jack Boyman is actually faster than Joe Hutter. Hutter maybe being unlucky once again, and he can't finish the race on the podium. He had one podium, but yeah, he had one podium. But which is more interesting, and searching Jack Boyman now, who is overtaking Hutter, who might overtake Hutter. Let's see the difference, if it's enough. In the inside line, he's braking the car, he's going for the overtake, and do the overtake. Such a beautiful one from the ex-Formula 1 driver. Jack Boyman has a second place as well in the third. Oh, he has 2 podiums in the season, that's surprising me. So Boyman is up to the podium place, up to P4. Motian and Sermon. Here is the championship leader. And so far winner. His pace is quite okay, so he must have the pace, he must score P2. He can't just retire from the race. Soga, where is Soga? Behind them. Motian is attacking Sermon again. This won't be enough. This won't be enough at all. Soga is coming at P13. So far, Mocho can be even P5. He will still win the championship. As long as Soga is not scoring any points, Mocho is in safe. Motian barely can do the overtake on Sermon, and they are fighting so hard for P10. For P10 maybe, yes. No, that was P12, it's P11 where Motian is now. Let's see if he can do the overtake. And no! He have to go back because he can't brake at the wet spot. Wolf. Wolf next to Perez. Wolf is in the inside. Wolf is still holding it. Perez is on the dry land having a little speed difference. Let's see McCarthy. McCarthy might go for a 3 wide, and yes, McCarthy go for a 3 wide. It's a 3 wide once again, but it's not working out like it worked out last time. Perez is going back. Perez is going into Wolf and spinning around. It was an unnecessary mistake. Because Wolf is going harder, going just like if nothing happened. McCarthy is scoring a position, or scoring a place, improving a place. And yes, Perez today races, it's nothing basically, it's sadness. It's nothing I can describe it. There is nothing basically. Not a pen, not my words, not my anything. I feel sorry for him actually. Just look at the place where he started from. What if? What if? Let's not jinx. I won't talk about that so far because I am afraid I will jinx it. And it's enough to talk about that later when the situation looks clearer. Or more clean. Purian's also is a disappointment for me. He started from P2 ended up at P8. It's not a position what we dreamed of, not a position we hoped from him. If we look through his season, it was way more than him. And wow, Jack Boyman. Jack Boyman wants to close his season in a way he and we won't ever forget. That's a P2. Is it raining or just the camera wet? I think that's just the camera is the one which is wet. And yes, Boyman is coming with a huge speed difference, and Boyman is in the inside on the wet spot. Boyman can't do the overtake yet. Maybe the start finish straight, and yes, Boyman on the 2-stop So their battle is no matter. It's no matter now. Hatter might hope that Boyman is slowing Mocho down, and this is the way they are battle, but no. Boyman must go back behind him. So even if he's having a better speed, a better pace, he have to pit. But it's interesting. Outside, wet spot once again, slowing him down a very little. Now in the inside, holding in the inside, and Mocho tries to hold the train outside, but it can't. Boyman P2. But Boyman is having good pace actually, so even if he's not two-stop, he might show us something. And now Hutter, what happened with Mocho's car? What's going on with Mocho's car? He's being pretty slow because at the moment Adam Wolf gets the fastest lap 124.7, and not only that, but Hutter is faster. Hutter is on the one stop, and Mocho is out. Mocho is out and spinning around, and I can't believe it. Mocho is once again battling it, and I can't believe it. He's spinning the car around and he's stopping. I can't believe Mocho is battling it once again. And this is how Soga might win the championship title. Here comes Soga, here comes Serman. He can't move forward. He can't do anything. He must wait. The car seems like it stops. Soga might win the title. Mocho is going to go back to last place. He's going now pretty slowly. And he must stop again. It's over for him. It's completely over for Mocho. I can't believe it. Well, he's lost now. And actually, yes, he got a lap by Adventure. Adventure lapped him. Can't believe it. He was P3. Went in the inside. Hunter also went in the inside, and Mocho just messed himself up. Nobody helped him. He just messed it up by himself. And I don't know, but I feel like the title is over now because he's dead last. He even got a lap. And this is the way Soga might win the championship, and this is gonna be funny because Soga must get some seat at GP2 after that if he is winning the title. And how ironic a driver who is battling the championship away is getting a seat in Formula 1. Even let's not talk about if he deserves it or not. He got it because he deserves it. Of course, there is no problem with that. But still, it's funny to think about that. And this is the point where I don't know. There are people who say never give up, and the guys who have advanced English exams and diplomas, they usually say never, don't give up. But since I don't have it, I just say it normally. Thomas Bennett. Getting the another set of slick tires, of course. Finishing the second stop. Let's see where Bennett comes out. He's on the throttle and it comes ahead of Soga. No. Ibobo. Let's see Bobo. Maybe Soga is already. Oh! Ibobo nearly found himself out from the race. Soga jumped them. That means he might at P10 or P11. Well. I mean, Ibobo is not really having a chance at the moment because he must win, and looking at the fact that Adventure is leading by far and Ibobo is only P15, there is not too much chance for him. Oh, another attack! Perez and Caranti. No, that's Cupok. Perez and Cupok. They really collided. Paraki. Yes, what can I say? Unfortunately, Mocho is sometimes fast, but not the type of racer who is the most consistent. And Adventure is having a traffic. Adventure must be careful. Oh my god, two cars, they're both colliding with each other. Oh, and Adventure with a legendary move, with legendary reflexes. The lap cars are colliding with each other. Some of them are flying off, and Adventure is pushing the brake so much as he can, and now he's pushing the throttle and avoiding them. That was Perez once again in Cuba. It's a joke what Perez is doing today. The joke what those left cars are doing in front of the leader. Yeah, Adventure got a little scared after that. He pushed the brake with both of his legs, both of his feet. Here once again, they're colliding and pushing the brake, pushing the brake, and now he throttle. Now he can go further. He could have get a damage and then had to pay, but fortunately nothing like that happened. Oh well. He's our ex-championship leader and slowly ex-championship contender. This race is crazy. This is basically a race with what we wanted and what we hoped for. This is the perfect title decider. We started at rain, we're finishing up at dry. Paraki overtook Ibobo by the way for P12 and Fitzwater is overtaking Ibobo for P13. Oops! They nearly went wide as well. Hayes is in a two-stop as well. Was a surprise that he was that fast. Now with the fresh slick tires he might have the pace. Soga is P9 now. He is 1 point away from scoring a point, while Bennett is attacking the grey car who is Andy Higgs. Unfortunately, George is always coming when the drama is over, but there might be some drama. Well, George basically, Mocho just threw away every chance to become a champion. Like the last 4 or 5 races, he does that. Adventure is in the pits once again, he was on a 2-stop, this is why he was so fast. He needs a fast pit stop to hold P1. And also Bowman is a 2-stop, with a 5.9. In that way Adventure will hold his lead, let's see. No, Hatter is coming and Hatter is overtaking him, but he can't! We have to push the brake. I can't believe it, and they're colliding! And Hatter is going into Adventure! Adventure is running around! Hatter, what are you doing? The Adventure is coming back to the track. Lucky, this so lucky today. And he's out from the race. Hatter is out from the race. From P2. For real. I didn't understand what Hatter wanted. He just pushed the brake, he went behind him. I thought he gonna just move along with him and just gonna turn in the corner behind him. And yes, I think that's Hatter out from the race. No, he's moving. He didn't have the gap. I thought he's pushing the brake, just standing behind him. standing behind him and then just completing the corner, you know. But then look, he's just braking. He's like, okay, just going behind him. Exactly. Look at the dashboard. He's pushing the brake completely. He's letting Adventure pass. Then when they are hitting the corner, I don't even know what he's doing. Adventure wanted to defend his position, but Hutter couldn't just think that Adventure is gonna let him by. Look, he's just going into them. He's going into him. There is no way. There is no way he will let him by. I don't understand this movement. To be honest, this is a big question mark for me. I mean, Adventure can be grateful and lucky that his car doesn't get damaged. That's another thing that Hutter won't score his second podium because of what he did. He's just going against the wall. I don't really understand that. This is the most questionable movement in the race. I mean, at least is Macho gonna score some positions, but now Hutter is reversing back to the track. Great. And now gonna start the car once again, and yeah. Somehow is back to P2. After lots of mayhem, Jans just found himself back at P2 after P8. But he didn't really have the pace for this whole race. Jans, I just wanted to see his podiums. Where is Jans? Jans had 2 podiums. Lots of racers are having 2 podiums in this season. It's quite a surprise. Adventure is really lucky. We must say, Adventure is lucky. Higgs, 24-1, fastest lap. As the track is getting more grip and more dry line, the drivers are getting faster and faster. There is Hutter, who did an even bigger stupidity than Mocho. To be honest, I don't know which one of them did a bigger stupidity, Mocho or Hutter. Let's vote in the chat who battled the race more than the other, because both of them are worth different words. Firo gonna pit, that's for sure. Carinti will pit, Caranti I mean, pit now. Just I got used to Carinti, so I say Carinti all the time, but it's Caranti. He will pit again. He's not 2-stop like Firo is not 2-stop as well. Firo is in the inside line. Jans is basically just defending. Now Hutter finally. And now Firo will pit, even though he's having fuel for 10 more laps. He will pit now. How much fuel Jans have? I think Jans won't come out to the pits. Yes, but yes. Yeah, wait a second. They all pit even though they have 10 laps of fuel left. Well, they pit, but I thought they're gonna pit later. But okay, this is gonna be the battle of the teams again. This will decide the order between Firo and Jans, between the two guys who will take second and third place. We will see. And I'm curious if there will be any change between them or everything is staying like that. Wolf overtook Macho. Okay, Macho just fell apart completely. Firo, before the pit he wants to overtake Jans, but it won't work out. Firo really wants the position, but now he must go behind them. And Firo brakes completely on Jans. Let's see. Let's see the battle, which will be decided in the pit lane. Firo is in. Jans is in. Both teams are working on the cars. Firo is moving. And Jans have to wait. This is how Firo overtakes Jans. Higgs next to Saga. Soga is P4 now. Wow, P4, and Soga might have P4 from the inside. Such a beautiful overtake. And ladies and gentlemen, this is how Soga goes up to P4. Caranti, I mean, sorry. Caranti over to Kians. Now Bennett on Higgs. And Soga is the definition of the driver who is improving a lot of positions. And even if Mocho is not battling it, he would have still in P4 or P5, Caranti for P9, Motian for P11. And yes, this is the way, because if Soga is doing the same, then maybe he would have right behind Michael Mocho, but it's no matter anymore. They're not pitting anymore. I said anymore too soon, never mind. Wolf for P16 after a stupid mistake, they throw away P4 and P5. Jans after the pit stop, and Ibobo is going wild. Nearly hitting Motian as he's coming back. Up, Higgs. Higgs next to Motian. Motian, I mean Soga. I wanted to say something about Motian, this is why I said, and Higgs might do the overtake from the inside. Yes, he does. So going back to P5. Oh, Perez. Who else? Seriously, who else? Now Mocho was the one who attacked Perez, and Perez let himself away from him. Mocho P17, Perez is... It's catastrophic today. There are no other words to describe him and his performance. Hey, Bobo won't do anything. Bennett P5. Oh! Soga is losing the positions. After I said he's getting a pretty good pace, he's losing the positions slowly. Thomas Bennett is P5, which is just wow. Run outside. He will switch to the inside like that, exactly. Paraki is in the inside, doing the move, and no, Paraki is going wide, but still. Even if Paraki went wide, he still did the overtake. That was lucky, but Soga will attack back. Look at how fast he goes. He goes to 340. 350 maybe. Oh. Soga should be careful. Even if he is getting out from the race, Mocho should do a comeback. Oh. Yes. He's dropping back quite slow. Here comes Macho with a huge difference. There is not too much to talk about at the moment because the race just went a little down. Drivers are just driving the cars all around the circuit. Mainly on the dry line. Eventually they have slick tires, so no wonder they are not going in the wet. And then in adventure, the driver of the day today. Definitely he is for me. For real guys, you talk about football. Fine, you can. Sermon P3. Let's just check Sermon, because I'm curious about if Sermon scored anything. Where is Sermon? For real, where is Sermon? I can't find him. Here is Sermon. Sermon never had a podium before. This will come handy for him if he can finish the race. Just a quick question. Everyone is watching football aside me. Firo? next to Saga. Firo P8. From P8, he's being P7. Saga is slowly outside of the points, by the way. Current is overtaking him and bye bye. Which I see a little chance for, actually. My throat hurts a lot, to be honest. This is why I'm not talking. So yes, I think Saga won't really score any points if Karanti overtaking him, but this is not this is no matter. He could even DNF now because Mocho is not scoring any points. Oops, Karanti went wide because some people are born to be wild and not wild. Yeah, basically the same. I wanted to say a joke, but you know, wide and wide are not the same. But at least I tried. Oh, Higgs gonna take away the podium from Sermon. Higgs is the inside and not yet. He must protect his position if he wants to get his first podium. And no, he can't. He's just taking away the podium from Sermon. This is the way he's not getting his podium so far. It's sad, but it was such a great overtake from Andy Higgs. Seriously, I got used to these drivers so much, and it will be weird for me from next year, from 2016, if I commentate, because I just got used to every kind of driver, the teams, the cars, for everything, and now the whole just is getting over, which is quite sad for me. Oh, Karanti in the inside, and nearly colliding with Soga, but holding on in the inside, and now Soga is dropped out from the points. Bennett. Oh, Sermon from the outside, can make it. It's a shame though. Some of the cars will stay, Adventure. Some of the cars, some of the drivers might stay the same. It's so funny, by the way, because from next year, McCarthy can't. Nearly hit the back of Fitzwater. And I have some news. And these news are, in secret, I signed up to DTM. If I'm not getting the seat in the top tier, because if I'm dropping out, not the luckiest guys in the OC history. So I assume that I might drop out from the series when we hit 2016. So I thought I'm gonna sign up for DTM, so I might race with you guys. So yeah, I might race in DTM next season. Sontag? I mean, I hope I not, because I hope I can keep my F1 seat, but if not, then yep. Yeah, but I try to take the seat away from Robert, like I take his cookies away. So one cookie, one seat, and whoops! I just stole a cookie from him. Just like that. Poor Starman, 26. I thought he gonna score a podium, but the speed differences are different, yeah. Oh, okay. Saga is dropping more positions. He's like, oh, okay, if I win the championship, no matter where I finish. So in the end, he won't score any points because even Jans is attacking him. Oh, Firo! Oh my god. Firo is... yeah. As Soga is defending, Jans is attacking. Jans next to Soga. Soga is losing the position. Motyan comes. Motyan splitstream. Motyan overtaking Soga. Who knows? Uh-oh. Motyan inside. And Motyan done it. Not a big surprise to be honest, but after that poor exit. So yeah. But if I go back to DTM, I want the strongest car, so I will have the chance to fight for the championship. JK. Here comes Wolf, here comes the money. I don't know what to say anymore, so I try to be funny. I will try to talk in rhymes till the end of the race, because I want you guys to have a funny face. No, that sounded so stupid actually. Never mind, I'm not the rap god. Nearly not in English. I didn't say is the Wolf? I think this is Wolf. Yes? Oh, try to overtake McCarthy. I can't say anything to be honest. So even if I try to talk and try to say rhymes to the end of the race, and these little overtakes in the back are not really important, mainly because they're not scoring any points. They are just happening. I can remember the start of the race where some of them where they messed up. So yeah, that just happened. And slowly 5 laps remaining. Mocho can get 2 laps. Wait, did I see that correctly? Because I remember Adventure overtaking Saga, so maybe Adventure pull another lap on Saga. That would be... No, 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 because Adventure was pitting, so that's not possible. Saga just got his lap back because Adventure was pitting. I just forgot. 5 laps to go, and we have 5 laps still. Saga is winning the championship of the 2015 DTM OC and become the first Hungarian champion, maybe? I am not sure, but let's see. Yes, it is Adventure and he's Mocho, the guy who just battled the championship today completely. No, I think Saga would be the only, one and only Hungarian champion. Oh, Dobos in 2011. Okay, then Saga will be a second Hungarian. It's so interesting that whoops. Oh, is that 2014? Okay. I was just surprised because Zonta didn't have any points. And then I realized it's a 2014 DTM OC and not the 2015 one. It would have been interesting because Zonta already won a race here in this season. Look at that. Thomas Bennett improved 18 position, likewise Andy Higgs. They both improved 18 positions. Paraki also 14. That's wow. That's just wow. They would deserve driver of the day as well with their huge comeback. But Adventure had the godlike pace, and nobody could do anything with it. So for me, Adventure is the driver of the day. Also, sorry guys if I couldn't give you such a good commentary like at Spa or like before. Sometimes it's not working out well, sometimes it's just like that. Sometimes it's working out good, sometimes not. You know, it's just a thing. And yes, much really battled the championship too much. If you look at the statistics of Mocho, then he started the season with third, second, third. That was wonderful. Then two races where he didn't score any points, 14th and 11th. Here and there he lost lots of points. Then here we come with Texas, where he got third. So basically, ever since I'm commentating this series, Mocho only scored point twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Out of 8 races, out of 8 runs, he scored points only twice. At the Nürburgring and the Monza, he got 14 and 11. At Kota, he could have a third place, but after that, Le Castelli 11. At Hockenheim, he retired. At Spa, only 13, and here at Monza, also won't score any points. So we can say that Mocho just threw away this championship completely. Adventure is getting another fastest lap. Two laps remaining. As Motyan is attacking Sermon now. I think it's Motyan. Yes, it's Motyan. For 9th place. Here is Hutter. Hutter made stupid mistake as well. He could have been on podium. Yet yeah. New F1 team, who said that? Well, if you ask my opinion, I don't think we need another team in the top tier. Oh, Felix on tag fastest lap. I don't think we need another team in the top tier. The Haas came a year earlier than IRL, so we could wait with that, I think. Yeah, but so far, let's talk about that later. I don't think it would be maybe from 2017. From 2017 it can be a good decision, but not from the next year. So, this is the final lap of the season, and here is Daniel Adventure, the race leader, and probably the race winner of this last round, as some of the guys that still try to battle. Well, Adventure is closing his season with 2 race wins, and these 2 race wins are his only podiums. So it's a pretty okay. This is a pretty okay season for him. I know it's an IRL team, Annie, but you know, I was talking about the series, but I will explain it to you later. Wolf made a position, so Adventure for me is the driver of the day. After what he did and how he drove. Here comes the final corner, and then in Adventure the Polish driver wins the last race of the 2015 DTM OC Championship, and he deserved it absolutely, without any doubt for sure. Here comes Michael Mocho, who messed up his championship quite much. He lost it, even though he has given the Toro Rosso seat. He lost the championship. Jack Bowman comes at P2, a great result from him. Kupok and the others, and there is Andy Higgs. Andy Higgs going at P3, P3, exactly, P3 is stupid. Thomas Bennett from the last place got P4. That's another great result. Likewise from Fernando Firo from 21st.
Well done. We're in the points.
Annie Paraki comes home at 6th. Jürgen Karant is 7. Rancians scoring 8 from 2nd. That's disappointing a bit. Then Motian comes at 9. Sermon comes at 10. And there goes the DTM offline champion at the 2015 year, Balin Soga. And Balin Soga is our champion at the 2015 year. Congratulations for him. He won the championship from nowhere. Everyone thought Mocho gonna be a double-time champion, two-time champion, but no. Somehow this kid, from somehow he just came back and won this whole championship. And here are the results. And it never really looked like he might have the chance after he retired at Hockenheim at Kota. But with the second place at Spa, with the sixth place at Le Castellet, he after all had the chance, and yes, and he did. Bennett is also having a 5-second penalty, which I forgot. And since yes, and Soga is 11. But since I didn't watch Bennett, because I was curious, I was watching the GP4 DTM offline champion tab on my PC. I don't know how much positions Bennett is dropping back. Yeah, going back to P7, I think. Yeah, P7 because he has a 5-second time penalty. So it's going to be P7. What if it was a great recovery from him? And he did the fastest laps. The Adventure won that competition as well. And yes, I think it's time to say goodbye. This was the last race of the 2015 DTM Offline Championship with the Hungarian winner in the end. So I would like to thank you for the opportunity, for the chance to Florian Böker, who gave me the chance. And when we thought about that live commentary, we both thought it's a bit stupid and it won't work out. But then we started to test out this whole thing back at Austria, and it worked out really well. For my biggest surprise, you guys loved it and wanted more. So I kind of became the main commentator of the DTM series. Then Robert Ionesco also wanted to join to this live commentary thing, and he also joined in. He's commentating the GP2 now. Most of the qualifyings and most of the races I meant, because some of the other members might try to commentate as well. Both races and both qualifyings. We will see. Um, and thank you guys for watching these broadcasts, because it gave me motivation and gave me a lot of mood to do it. I was looking forward for all of these commentaries because I was seeing on you guys that you are wanting that. The likes, the views, the positive comments are all motivated me. I don't know if this is a goodbye or not. I don't know if I will stay later. One thing is sure, it's not 100% I will come back at 2016 and continue to commentate the DTM. We might see if I will have the free time, then I would like to continue to commentate from 2016 with bigger skills, with more skills, with a better English. I try to improve myself. I know where I'm lacking off, where I'm good at. I try to create a good situation and a good how should I say that? So I don't know. I don't know how to say that. I try to be better as a commentator and better as a driver in GP4 OC. So for the final time in the 2015 year, Thank you guys for following the today's broadcast and see you guys at 2016. Goodbye.